Welcome back, everybody, to Wellness Wednesday. It is a great day. Today we're going to be talking about self-care tactics that we can take to prevent injury, to strengthen, and to relieve discomfort to our hip flexor.
All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put a band around your feet, around the bottom of your feet, just like I have right here. And you're going to keep one leg straight and you're going to use hip flexion. So that's where you bend your knee and bring it to your chest. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to keep my left leg straight and I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest. Hold for 1, 2, come back down. All of this is slow and controlled. So again, it's coming up slow and controlled. 1, 2, coming back down slow and controlled. That's to get your right hip flexor. All right, so your next progression, all you're going to need is a chair. So your feet are going to still be the same. You're going to have that same band around your feet, and you're going to do that same motion, except this time you're going to have your knees bent. Go up like that. 1, 2 again. Slow and controlled back down. Come back up again. Slow and controlled. 1, 2. Come back down again. Again, this is to get the left hip flexor or the left psoas. All right, so the next progression is done in standing. So we did laying on our back. We've done sitting in a chair, and now we're going to do it standing. So the band's still the same on your feet. Now all you're going to do is hip flex or bring your knee to your chest. Slow and controlled, count 1, 2, back down, slow and controlled. So say you can't do that because of balance issues. That chair that we're using, you can still use it. Or you can find a wall. So again, it's up, slow, controlled, 1, 2, back down, slow, controlled. You can do before and after you're stretching. It doesn't really matter. I like to do it both times, in fact. So you're going to find a pole, something like a fence, a weight rack, anything that you can put a band around. You're going to put your band around it like so, make a loop. Then you're going to put your affected side, so the side that's bothering you, you're going to put it up as high as you can into your hip. You're going to step away from the fence or whatever you have the band hooked on as much as you can. You're going to stride out and you're going to do a lunge. You're going to be allowing this band to pull your hip out and stretch. So the stretches that we're going to be doing this is basically the same as the band distraction, except we're going to add one more component to it. So if you remember, we said the psoas major or the hip flexor does trunk flexion as well, and it does a little bit of lateral flexion. So we're going to stride out just like we were. We're going to get in that lunge position, except this time we're going to lean back. So my trunk's trying to go back, and I'm leaning a little bit towards my left side to allow the stretch to come all the way through here. And again, we're going to hold this position, making sure we're breathing throughout the whole time.
Massage is one of my favorite self-care tactics. And if you remember from the Muscle Monday video, the anatomy of the hip flexor or of that psoas is probably pretty difficult to massage, but just because it's difficult doesn't mean we can't do it. So one of the ways that we're going to do it is you're going to find your rib cage and find where it starts to go straight down. From there, you're going to massage. You're trying to get in deep and roll. So my hands are kind of doing a little wave like that. So I'm going down deep and massaging in all the way down. Go below your belt line and get right where the top of the hip bone is. And then we're going to go back up. Another way we can massage is to use more of a tapping pattern than a rolling wave of our hand. So we can come in there and tap just like this. So my finger, if this is going into my stomach, I'm pushing in like that. Next, you can squeeze from the side. So I'm using a pinch grip and going like that on my sides. Again, we're doing that whole range. So from the bottom of the rib cage all the way down to where the bottom of the hip or the top of the hip is. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you learned something. I hope it helps you. Tell a friend. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I would love to help.